Welcome to this 40-minute yoga flow. It might be slightly more advanced than some of my other classes, but just explore, be kind on yourself, have fun, enjoy moving your body, and you'll do just fine. So my name is Natalie and I will be guiding you through this flow today. We'll begin by just finding a comfortable seated position on our mat in a cross-legged position, placing your hands in your lap, bringing your shoulders down and away from your ears, and closing down your eyes, just arriving here, beginning to draw some circles with your neck, letting the nose guide the way, inviting some slow, gentle circles. You can pause at any place of tension. And then changing directions. Softly bringing movement and awareness into your entire neck and shoulder area. See if you can over-exaggerate the circles a bit more now as you begin to warm up. Then finding stillness in the middle and tilting your right ear towards your right shoulder, extending your left fingertips towards the mat, and maybe placing your right hand on your left ear to put some gentle pressure. Switching sides, left ear towards the left shoulder, right fingertips on the mat on your right side. Maybe your left hand onto your right ear. And then placing your hands on your shoulders and drawing some circles with your elbows backwards, warming up the shoulder joints. Changing directions, moving the elbows forward, increasing the range of motion. Then inhaling hands towards the sky and drawing some circles with your entire arms, forwards and then backwards. Just opening up the chest. And then inhaling your hands up towards the sky and cactusing your arms behind you, drawing the shoulder blades together. Inhaling hands towards the sky and exhaling to cactus. And then releasing your hands and giving them a really nice shake. Just shaking out any stuck energy in the hands. Placing your hands on your knees and beginning to draw some circles with your entire torso, moving forward as you inhale and exhaling, contracting the spine slightly. So you inhale to open up, circling forward, and exhaling to circle back, drawing these beautiful Sufi circles, changing direction, keeping your eyes closed. Really bringing movement into your entire spine now, from the lower back up into the shoulders. And then finding center, inhaling hands up towards the sky and exhaling, placing your right hand on the mat to the right and bringing your left hand up and beyond your head, opening up the left side body. Inhaling back to center and exhaling, left hand towards the left side of the mat and right hand beyond your head. We'll do it one more time to each side. Inhaling, hands towards the sky for the right side. Exhaling back to center, inhaling here and exhaling towards the left. And coming back to center, inhaling hands towards the sky and exhaling, twisting, bringing our left hand towards our right knee and our right hand behind us as we twist towards the right. Inhaling back to center and exhaling, right hand towards left knee, left hand behind you, gazing backwards and twisting from the abdomen. Inhaling back to center and exhale to release the hands down, give yourself a little shake and then find your way to all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, finding an inhale to open your cow pose and exhale to contract the spine and gaze towards your navel. Inhaling for cow, opening the chest forward and exhaling, arching the spine back into your cat. So find your own rhythm here, inhaling to open, exhaling to contract the spine, inhaling to open, and exhaling, arching the back, gazing towards the navel. Do a few more of these. And then beginning to draw some larger circles involving your entire upper body, maybe sitting your hips all the way back towards a child's pose and coming forward towards your cobra. Just beginning to invite movement in the entire spine and upper body, hips, shoulders, torso, inviting a full body expression. Inhaling forward and exhaling back towards your child's pose. You can circle the hips from side to side, really tapping into the energy of the back and the spine. They say you're only as flexible as your spine. Bringing awareness into your hips, and then finding a neutral spine, lifting your left knee and drawing some circles with your left knee on all fours, just warming up the hip joint here. Changing sides, warming up the right hip joint by drawing some circles with your right knee towards the right side. And then releasing your right knee down, tucking your toes under and lifting your hips towards the sky, finding a downward facing dog. Taking it for a walk here, pedaling your feet, bending one knee at a time. Then bending both knees towards the ground and extending back into your downward facing dog. So you inhale to bend your knees towards the mat and exhale back into your downward facing dog. Just flowing between these two positions. Bringing some energy and awareness into the back side of our legs. And then finding downward facing dog. Placing your right toes on your left heel. Elongating the left side of the legs. Switching sides, bringing your left toes onto your right heel. Stretching the right leg. Stay connected to your breathing at all times. Finding downward facing dog again. You can take it for another little walk. The first downward facing dog is always awkward. Then inhaling forward into plank and exhaling back into downward facing dog. Inhaling, rolling your spine forward into plank and exhaling back into your downward facing dog. So really engaging the core muscles as you inhale to roll forward and exhale to bend your knees and come back into your downward facing dog. Just doing this movement a few times to bring more awareness into the spine and the lower back, hamstrings. Flowing forward as you inhale to a high plank and exhale to downward facing dog. From here, we're gonna inhale our right foot towards the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, stack your right hip on the left, and draw some circles with your right knee once again. Inhaling right foot towards the sky and bending it behind you, sitting your hips back towards the ground and then lifting yourself up into a wild thing. So you lower yourself all the way down to the ground and then lift yourself up towards your wild thing, hips towards the sky. You can explore doing this a few times. Lifting your hips high, engaging your glutes, and then lowering yourself back towards the ground. Finding your way back into your downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. Inhaling left foot towards the sky, bending the left knee, stacking the left hip on the right, and drawing some circles with your left knee. Inhaling left knee towards the sky. And then lowering yourself over towards the other side and lifting your hips towards the sky, finding your wild thing. So lowering your hips towards the ground and exhaling to open the chest, hips towards the sky. And just moving between these positions, lowering yourself down and then finding your wild thing, extending your whole body here, before finding your way back into a downward facing dog again. Inhaling forward into a high plank and then lower your knees, chest, chin towards the ground. Inhale for a cobra, then exhale to find your way back to downward facing dog. Inhaling right foot towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, placing your right foot between your hands at the top of the mat. Inhale, hands towards the sky, finding your low lunge, just swaying up and down as you arrive into your low lunge, opening up the left hip flexor, breathing deeply, lowering your hands back down and extending your right leg. You can bend into your knee as much as you need to. We're in our half split here. So just staying in this forward fold. You can walk your hands towards your right knee, bending generously into your right knee, coming forward with your hands, tucking your left toe and opening your right hand towards the sky, finding a twisted low lunge. And then stepping back into your three-legged dog, right foot towards the sky, and then lowering it down. Inhaling the left leg towards the sky, and exhale, placing your left foot between your hands, inhaling for low lunge on the left side. Opening your right hip flexor, swaying up and down. You can explore gazing slightly up, and then extending your left leg, walking your hands slightly closer to your body, finding a half split position. Using every inhalation to bring length into the spine. And then coming forward, bending your left knee, tucking your right toes, and bringing your left hand towards the sky in a twisted lunge. Bringing your left foot back towards the sky, three-legged dog, and exhale back into a downward facing dog. Inhaling your right foot towards the sky and exhaling right foot between the hands at the top of the mat. Inhaling to reach your hands up into a high lunge, and exhale for your warrior two. Gazing towards your right fingertips, bending generously into your right knee. Engaging your legs, your feet, your core, your hips are open to the side. And then inhale for your peaceful warrior. And exhale for your extended side angle. Reaching your hand forward, gazing over your left hand. Inhaling back to peaceful or to warrior two, and then extending your right leg, preparing for triangle pose. So find an inhalation to reach your right hand forward as far as you can go, And then let your right hand find its way towards your right ankle and open your left hand towards the sky. Your right hand can be on your ankle, on your shin, on a block, on your knee, wherever it goes. Using the strength of your legs, core, and opening your chest. Then bending into your right knee, coming back into 2 straight legs, facing the side. We're going to do some wide-legged forward folds here. So inhaling your hands up towards the sky and exhaling to fold forward. Toes point slightly in. Inhaling to lengthen the spine in a half lift and exhale to fold forward, hands towards the mat or wherever they go. You can also place your hands onto your feet, taking a hold of your toes. Wherever you are, that's exactly where you should be today, honoring your body and your body's capacity, moving with integrity and respect to your physical vessel. Then bending into your left knee and sitting your hips towards the ground, finding your Skandasana, opening your right hand towards the sky, gazing towards your right fingers, and then bending into your right knee, moving your hips towards your right and opening your left hand towards the sky. So just flowing between these 2 sides, bending the left knee and then the right as you open up your groins and hips. And then stepping back into your 3-legged dog, give your right leg a shake before releasing it back down. We do the other side, inhaling left foot towards the sky, exhale left foot between the hands, inhale for your high lunge, finding strength and stability here, and exhale for your warrior 2, left fingertips forward, hips towards the side, a generous bend in your left knee, inhaling for a peaceful warrior, right hand towards your right leg, and exhale, gently bending your left elbow towards your left knee, right hand above and beyond your head in your extended side angle. Inhaling back to your warrior 2, extending your left leg, walking your right foot slightly closer to your left, inhaling left hand forward, and exhaling when you cannot go any further, bringing your left hand towards your left foot, ankle, shin, opening your right hand towards the sky in your triangle pose, Trikonasana. Breathing deeply, enjoying the sensations as we're beginning to improve the circulation in our entire body. Bending into your left knee again, extending both legs, stepping towards the front of the mat, inhaling hands towards the sky and exhaling into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take a step back into your plank and lower your knees, chest, chin towards the ground. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra and exhale, downward facing dog. Taking it for a walk and then inhaling right leg towards the sky, exhaling right knee towards the back of the right hand, right foot towards the back of the left hand, letting your hips melt towards the ground, maybe placing a pillow underneath your right hip if it's floating in the air. Ideally, you want to keep your hips parallel facing forward. You can inhale to stay upright here, allowing your body to arrive in this pose. And then in your own time, you can begin folding forward. Only if your body allows. Just coming back to your breath here. Inhaling deeply and fully into your belly and letting it go through your mouth. We're going to stay here for a few more deep breaths, closing down the eyes. Really tuning into your right hip, seeing if you can breathe some more space by bringing awareness to your hip. And then walking your hands towards your body again, tucking your left toe under and extend your right leg. So your right leg is at a diagonal, your right foot behind your left. This is a really intense stretch on the IT band. And then lowering, coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhaling the left foot towards the sky this time, and exhaling, placing your left knee behind your left hand, left foot behind your right hand, as we find our pigeon on the left side. Taking your time to arrive here, making sure that your right leg is straight out behind you. And you can stay upright, maybe even placing a pillow underneath your left hip to make sure that your hips are parallel. And then in your own time, folding forward, closing down your eyes if you haven't already done so, and taking some deep conscious breaths here. Using your breath to breathe through the discomfort. The breath can help you melt away the tension and the resistance that you may be experiencing, inviting more softness and gentleness into your body. Bringing the awareness into the left hip, as if you're inviting more love and softness into this space as you bring your focus to it. And then walking your hands back towards your body, extending your left leg now, tucking your right toes, and finding this diagonal forward fold over the left leg. And then releasing the left leg towards the sky, giving it a shake, finding your downward facing dog, and beginning to walk your feet towards your hands at the top of the mat. Inhaling for a halfway lift, extending the spine, and exhaling, folding forward, bringing your hands towards your elbows, towards the opposite elbow, bending into your knees and just swaying from side to side here. Relaxing your entire upper body over your legs. Placing your left hand towards the ground and bending your left knee, opening your right hand towards the sky. And switching sides, bending your right knee and right hand in the ground, opening your left towards the sky. We'll do this one more time to each side. So one hand in the ground and the same leg is bended, and the opposite towards the sky. And then rolling yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae, extending your hands towards the sky, and then releasing your hands. Give your feet, give your legs, give your arms a shake, and bringing your feet together, inhaling hands towards the sky, and exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling, halfway lift, and exhale, heel toe your feet mat width apart, toes facing out at about 45-degree angle, lowering your hips down into your Malasana, yogic squat. Palms of the hands touch in front of your heart, elbows towards the inside of your knees. Knees pushing into the elbows, growing tall through the spine, and just swaying from side to side initially, bringing movement into your hips and groins. And then finding stillness, closing down your eyes, finding that sense of connection and alignment within, wholeness, fullness, just being with you. And then lowering your hips back towards the ground, hands behind you, windshield wiping your knees from side to side. Releasing the hips. Make it feel really nice. Extending your feet and legs in front of you, drawing out the glutes from underneath you so that you can sit tall on your sitting bones. Growing tall through the spine, bending into your knees, inhaling hands towards the sky, and exhaling, folding forward over your legs in a seated forward fold. Using your inhalation to grow tall, extending the spine, and exhaling to fold. So you can always use your inhalation to extend the spine and your exhalation to go deeper into the pose. Inhale to lengthen and exhale to fold. Be gentle towards your body. And then coming back, hands towards the sky, giving your legs a shake. Bending your knees, bringing the soles of your feet together. Coming into your butterfly pose, so you can flap your knees up and down to initially invite some movement here. Spine is tall and straight. Closing down your eyes. And then beginning to lower yourself down using your hands coming onto your forearms, finding your reclined butterfly. Placing one hand on your stomach, one hand on your heart, and just hold yourself here. Feeling your heartbeat underneath your chest, connecting to your breath through your belly, experiencing your breath underneath your hand, constantly moving in and out like a wave, drifting in and offshore. It can also feel nice to place both hands on your hips, just grounding your hips down. Closing your eyes here, absorbing everything we've done so far, letting it arrive in your body, grounding down, and then using your hands to close your knees together, placing your feet quite close to your glutes, hands alongside your body, and use an inhalation to lift your hips towards the sky, finding your bridge pose, interlacing your fingers underneath you, coming further onto your shoulders, lifting your hips a little higher. Using the strength of your core and glutes and legs to really lift yourself up, And then find an exhalation to gently roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, preparing for one more bridge, using an inhalation to lift yourself up, walking your hands out underneath you, interlacing your fingers, coming deeper into the pose as you lift yourself higher onto your shoulders. And then gently rolling yourself down, hugging your knees towards your chest, rocking from side to side as you massage out your lower back. And then hugging your right knee in, extending your right foot towards the sky, and grab a hold of somewhere along your right leg, maybe behind your knee, behind your shin, wherever you are, just pulling your right leg towards you using your hands, stretching out your right leg, drawing some circles with your ankle, flexing and pointing your toes, really connecting with your right leg. And bending your right knee, letting your right leg fall back down towards the ground, hugging your left knee in, and then extending your left foot towards the sky. Begin pulling your left leg towards your body, using the strength of your arms, flexing and pointing your left toes, drawing some circles with your left ankle, and then releasing your left foot down, placing both legs on the ground, giving them a little shake, extending your hands above your head, finding a full body stretch, pointing your toes, and then curling into a little ball, becoming really small, beginning to just rock up and down on your mat. So using the strength of your core to rock yourself up and down for a few times. Try to do this with your eyes closed. Just massaging the entire spine here. The thoracic and lumbar spine, all the way to your shoulders. And on your next inhale, coming up and finding your boat position. So extending your feet at about 90-degree angle in front of you and your hands along your knees. And then lower yourself all the way back down to the ground again, hugging your knees in. Finding a happy baby, hands towards the ankles, knees towards your armpits. Opening your knees wide, feet towards the skies. Eyes are closed. Breathing deeply into your belly. If you like, you can rock gently from side to side here. Maybe even extend one leg at a time if that feels good. And then making your way back towards the ground. Legs are extended, feet open wide like a book, about mat width apart. Hands towards the sides, palms facing up to receive. As you find yourself in your Shavasana, your final pose of this practice. Relaxing your hips, letting them fall heavy towards the ground. Relaxing your shoulders, letting them fall heavy towards the ground. And just enjoy the fruits of your practice. Softening your jaw, relaxing the space between your eyebrows, softening your throat, chest, lungs, relaxing all the way down towards your knees, ankles, toes, finding yourself fully relaxed here. And let yourself drift off in your Shavasana, cloud, dream, magic, divinity. Gently deepening the breath, bringing awareness back into your body, beginning to invite some movement in your fingers and your toes. Slowly coming back to this moment. Keeping your eyes closed until the remainder of the practice. Extending your hands above your head, growing tall one final time. And then squeezing your knees towards your chest, rocking from side to side. Maybe drawing some circles with your knees, placing your hands on your knees to assist it, and then rocking over towards your right side into a fetal position, resting your head on your hands and pausing here for a moment. In your own time, making your way up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Releasing your shoulders down and away from your ears. Maybe just shaking your upper body, placing your hands on your knees, palms facing up. And just observing how you're feeling. Witnessing how your inner landscape is moving now. Inhaling, hands towards the sky, and exhale, palms in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra, praying position. Taking a moment here to thank yourself for this beautiful practice. Thank your body for everything it does for you. Thank you for letting me guide you through it. Letting your mind bow down to the wisdom of your heart. Namaste. Sending you so much love and blessings, and I hope to see you back in here soon.